On the night of the 29th October 2018, the violent storm hit Trentino. This catastrophic event left a path of destruction, toppling millions of trees and leaving the land scarred. It was a tragedy, both physically and emotionally, for the people of Trentino. And soon, institutions and companies alike started to rebuild and heal. Everybody was determined to start the reconstruction. This event was the spark that made us act, because at the same time there was a huge amount of material that was soon expiring, and the need to find a use for that. However, now, a few years later, the wood from Baia cannot be used anymore. And yet, we found out that a big issue still remains, because of all the companies that use the wood, they have some waste, and usually this waste just goes to the burner, with no chance for a second life. So, what started as a way to use the wood from Baia has now become a project about the circular economy of wood. We welcome you Woodcard, a smart badge that's made of wood and bioplastic, and it's backed by a scientific research. My name is James, and together with Roberto, we represent the Enactus team of Trento. So, every person usually has between 10 and 20 cards in their wallet. We estimate that in Italy alone, there are about 300 million cards. And while some of these cards are documents that will be with us for a very long time, some of these cards will be just used briefly before getting thrown away or becoming clutter in a drawer. Digitalization isn't always an option either, because for businesses sometimes it's just more convenient or meaningful to have a physical object. Think, for example, how much a fan of a football team cherishes his member card, or how proud are the members of an association of the badge after many long years. So, for this reason, we sought a partnership with the Consiglio Nazionale di Ricerca to find a material that could allows us to throw away the plastic while keeping the card. And this is the material. Welcome. It is made of wood and Matter B, a plant-based bioplastic. The process to create the material is actually pretty straightforward, and yet we have a patent on it. After the process is done, what we have is a material with performances comparable to PVC, that you just need to cut, customize, and allowing for as much creativity as you need, as you can see from our brooches. That said, Rob, what is the future of Woodcard?
Well, before talking about the future of Woodcard, I would like to talk about all the novelties we've been working on. Because we started from a base product, which is the card itself, and we worked hard to implement the RFID technology. So now we came up with the tools, which is able to replace companies' badges and hotel key cards. We then took even a step further, because we wanted to reduce as much as possible our impact on the environment. And that's when the eco-friendly NFC chips came into play. But that's not the end of it, because our team has big plans for the following steps. So for the first year, we want to produce Woodcard completely in-house, because we want to optimize our manufacturing process. We will then work on establishing a fully fledged local value chain and bring value to our territory. Our objective is to reduce the price of the card, which now requires a premium, while continuing to have positive impact on all the surrounding communities. What we want to do is establish a virtuous circular economy, which can involve many actors of the local economic scenario. And these are the more than 120 wood shops in the province of Trento, fragile workers, local companies and hotels, the waste management chain, and also the environment itself. We know that for the autonomous province of Trento, the woodcutting and woodworking sector is really important. Nevertheless, lately, costs associated with woodworking has been increasing, and also the average level of waste wood has been rising due to different causes, such as the presence of the Bostrobo insect. So with Woodcard, we not only want to eliminate plastic, but we also want to replace, whenever it's possible, the need for virgin wood. we shouldn't be cutting down trees to replace plastic. We can instead collaborate and bring new value to leftovers taken from local woodshops and woodworkers. What we want to achieve is a solution which can be 100% biodegradable and easy to dispose of, as throwing away an orange peel, for example. In this aspect, we believe that woodcard has the potential to really make a difference in the daily actions of every user of veg, from company employees to also tourists spending one night in one of the beautiful Italian hotels. At the same time, we don't believe that digitalization and dematerialization will be a threat for us anytime soon. Many applications where PVC electronic cards are massively used will not be easily replaced by digital means such as smartphones in the following years. And this is due to different problems which are related both to technology and privacy. But we may even have the technology in a while, but this comes at a price. And the price is, for example, having fingerprints or face recognition sensor everywhere with all the related issues. One of our strong points is that our material, the material we collect, needs very few minimum requirements to be suitable for our production. With 1 cubic meter of wood, we can make approximately 250,000 cards, which is to say more or less 19,000 with the same amount of wood needed to make a hardwood door. At this moment, we are working on a pilot project with up to 100 professors from the University of Trento. We want to test reliability and resistance to use of the card to be ready for our first big commission in September. In the following months, we will work serving local companies and hotels in the provinces of Trento and Bolzano to bring value to our community. For our second and third year instead, we plan on engaging with many more Italian companies, hotels, public administration offices, and universities. Because our mission is to eliminate as much as possible PVC from the daily activities of all these realities. So at this point, you may wonder, why is woodcard unique, or is it? Well, we are the only player in the market which focuses on bringing new value to leftovers, so to the old, and doesn't rely on cutting down trees, even if FSC certified. We position ourselves as a key actor in helping companies and every reality getting rid of plastic and also reducing their impact. Unlike some of our competitors, we don't limit our scope to providing a complimentary credit or debit card to a financial service. What we want to do is use our base material and the eco-friendly enabling technology to reduce as much as possible the impact of our final product while maintaining the same performances of PVC cards. Well, we plan on reaching our break-even point at the beginning of the third year of activity. In between the first and second year, we will need funds to scale up production. Our total projected gross revenues for the first 3 years of productions are set to be more or less 450,000 euros, with an average annual growth rate of almost 108%. We also plan on impacting more than 200 realities among companies, hotels, universities, public administration offices, and local realities in general, all the stakeholders involved. But more specifically, James, what is our impact with woodcard?
Well, we want to make Trentino the very first Italian region to completely eliminate the needs for PVC card and badges and keys. Doing that will allow woodcard to reduce the impact of 190,000 carbon equivalent kilograms and avoid the need to 23,000 kilograms of plastics. Doing so will allow woodcard to align with many sustainable development goals, such, for example, avoiding the single-use plastic. We mean single-use because sometimes the badges are just used so briefly that they are thrown away after the first time. After that, by establishing a circular economy, we intend to increase the responsibility of consumption and reduce the need for virgin material regarding with wood and hopefully many other materials. Doing that will allow us to give a second life to the material and by avoiding just the fiery death of that. After that, we plan to have another kind of impact, that is increasing the connection with local actors. Because we wanted to create a collaborative network in which we are in the middle with Consiglio Nazionale di Ricerche, our technology partner, other providers of technology like Mabalise, which sells sustainable chips. And then we want to create a connection between businesses that can give us the waste material, but also other kind of entities that can help us, for example, with creating new design or actually producing the card by giving value to the territory. So, all that said, Rob, who is behind this project?
Well, it's my great pleasure to present you our competent team. This is the 5 of us. We have a strong technological background, coupled with also knowledge in business and how to manage innovative activities. So we think our team has a strong foundation on both business matters and also behavioral economics in the ICT sector. And we think this is a winning coupling. So this is our Enactus TRENTO team. Let me show you. This is Woodcard, sustainability in the palm of your hand. We thank you very much for your attention. And we are ready to answer to any question. And if you would like to take a look at our samples, we have quite a few of them. So thank you very much.
Okay, we will now begin the question and answer session. Of course, only judges may ask questions. Judges, please raise your hand if you wish to ask questions.
So you mentioned during the presentation that the cost of one wood card is 1.7 euro each. Do you have the idea or to give us a figure of the PVC one, please?
Yes, thank you for your question. So we did quite a bit of research on PVC. We are not 100% sure about manufacturing costs, but we know about final prices. And so, for example, the university pays 63 cents per card, which is blank, not personalized, plus VAT. We know that depending on the quantity, for let's say average quantity, so between 5,000 and 10,000 pieces, the price can vary between 50 cents and 70 cents per card. So we know that at the moment we are requiring quite a premium price. But this price is calculated of the first year, which is just going to be 22,000 cards. So it's not optimized, the process.
Thank you.
Hi guys, could you go a little deeper in how you plan on investing your margins? Because you were showcasing a variety of ideas, but I'd like to know when you'll reach the margin point, what that will look like for you.
Well, at first we want to optimize the process and production because all the calculations and estimates that we've done are based on the laboratory condition, which of course means that we have just one machine and that specific kind of machine. Then we want to actually create a production at scale. That will also allow us to, after maybe 1 year, to outsource the production by giving to the contractor a very precise estimates and instruction to what to do. After that, we intend to spend quite a few money on gathering customers and establishing connections with them. Also because we intend to actually customize the card for them because that is a very incredible value added. So,
we also want to invest because one of the things we are working on now is engaging also with, as I said, fragile workers. So those kind of realities. For example, now we are trying to collaborate with Laboratorio Sociale in Trento, and I think that will bring more value. It will be more expensive for us to use to partner with those workers, but that's also one of the directions we want to take.
Hi guys. What is the marketing strategy and communication plan intended to activate for this project?
Thank you for your question. So we will be mainly a B2B segment. So also in our business plan, we plan on spending a lot on sales representatives, and also because we want to get us known and to get companies and hotels alike to know us. So basically, our marketing strategy will not be too much focused on digital promotion, media promotion, but more on, I would say, word of mouth and direct contact and sales meeting with companies we plan on engaging. On that, we are also working on our network. We are trying to get interviews with hotels and companies of the province of Trento, also to understand their needs. So this will be our main strategy in terms of marketing and promotion.
I have two little questions. Can you use also pallets to do the business card?
Yes, we can, especially because the pallets usually are not very truly treated wood. Usually they are just heat treated, and yeah, that's one of our best sources of material.
The second question: are these cards acid free? Senza acidi? So,
Yes, as long as the original wood is not treated with acid, yes.
okay.
Okay. Actually, the time has expired, so.